Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You might think behind me is Gaza, but no, not really. Behind me is a place in South Damascus called the camp of Yarmouk and the camp of Palestine. These are two camps are considered to be the largest camps that hosted refugees in the past century for Palestinians. What made them this way is the Assad regime, the terrorist Assad regime, and Hezbollah forces, and also backed by the Iranian militia. As you can see here, my dear brothers and sisters, everybody's watching this. This is just a glimpse of what the Shia militia did in Syria for the past 10 years. This camp was hosting the largest refugee residential population in the past 20, 30, 40 or 50 years since the first Nakba. And historians say that this place got the second Nakba in the past 10 years during the Syrian revolution, when the Assad forces backed by the Iranian militia bombed this place to the ground. Notice here everything is bombed to the ground. This looks like Gaza, right? But no, it's Damascus. People here, they were living in this 2-kilometer squared area. People here starved to death. The Assad regime starved them to death. The people had some mass starvation and they were imprisoned, they were killed, and they were kept starving for more than 5 years. 5 years. What's been going on in Gaza is not foreign for Syrians. It's not foreign for the Palestinians used to live in Damascus, in this land, over here, in this piece of land. Over here, our brothers, our Palestinian brothers and sisters were going through the same things that we are seeing over here silently, with no coverage in the media whatsoever in the past 10 years. As you can see over here, it is a disaster. I'm going to leave you with some of the views. During the brutal war, 2 refugee camps became graveyards for dreams of the people, Yarmouk and Palestine camp. But they were not just camps. They were homes for tens of thousands of Palestinian families who had already lost everything once before. Yarmouk camp was known as the capital of the Palestinian diaspora. Over 150,000 people lived here, according to different surveys, old ones after the 2000s. Teachers, doctors, families, etc. all lived there. There is no recent surveys or accurate numbers for the population. The density is really high over there. It is considered to be higher even than the density of the population of Palestinian people in Gaza. In 2012, after the revolution began, the Assad regime bombed Yarmouk. The mosque of Abdul Qadir al-Husseini was targeted, just as different mosques as well. Then came the siege. A siege of starvation took place for over 5 years. The camp was cut off from food, medicine, and aid. People, including children of course, died of hunger, and the world watched in silence. In 2018, Assad forces, the terrorist Assad forces, with the help of the Russian support, Hezbollah militia, and the Iranian militia as well, the Shia militia, with their support, flattened most of Yarmouk. 60% of the camp was destroyed. The imagery is unbelievable. The people displaced again. in Palestine camp too. Arrests, tortures, and forced displacement took place. Simply just being a Palestinian was a crime for the Syrian regime. Palestinians in Syria faced a second Nakba, not on the hands of a foreign occupier, but by the regime of their supposed host. The Yarmouk and Palestine camp in southern Damascus is a testimony for the irony of the axle of resistance. Axle of resistance claimed by Assad forces, Iranian forces, and the Hezbollah militia, the Shia militia, was and has always been just a lie for the people. The Syrian people discovered that fact by experience.